Hey, and good morning. Happy weekend. This is just quickly for Sunday's Social Security Roundup for the week of the 24th. Sunday the 24th through Saturday the 30th. I think that's where we're at, right? Okay. So, of course, last Sunday we did the Sunday Social Security Roundup for the week prior. If you hear some chirping, Charlie is on my shoulder. You just can't see him because of the filter. But I am getting something that might change that in the future. So we'll see how it works. We'll see how Amazon pulls through for me. Okay, so the 24th, we had the last week's summary of the previous week's videos. We also had discussing a strategy some people use, waiting for the perfect age to apply. And I go into a little bit of the disadvantages of doing that, and maybe some cautionary tale about that. That was on the 24th also, Sunday, which was Christmas Eve, 2023. Okay, the following day, Monday, Christmas. Yeah, we actually put out a video. It was just ready to be scheduled, so it was easy. I don't think I did it that day, but I could be wrong. But I did do some work on Christmas, believe it or not. Oh, you could see. Oh, there he is. Do you see him? Some reason he's fading away. Okay. Um, it was a it was in response to a question or a concern, someone who thought, well, if someone can work part-time, and I think this might have been about if they're getting an 820 or an 821 form requested of them, that means they're working. So why are they even claiming Social Security? I go into a response explaining that. Okay, Charlie just flew. The 26th, that would be Tuesday. Can the SSA force you to file for SSI when all you want is your Social Security disability? My answer is going to be a no. But there was confusion on it, so I tried to explain it on Tuesday. December 27th, Wednesday. Okay, this was kind of important. Things that you really should know if you're going to be working part-time, for instance, when you're disabled. There's things you have to know before you start to do that, because there's going to be different rules for you depending on what your situation is. So take a look-see at that if you think you're going to be working part-time or are hoping to. It's just those few things that I touch on there. There are tons more to learn, but those are definitely mandatory starters. On the 28th, so what day am I on? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The 28th, it was about some things that might work for you if you're finding that you have no health insurance, and how can you treat and prove a case if you don't have health insurance. It's, I know, endless frustration, and it can lead to a lot of unfairness and denied claims that would not otherwise be denied if you could get your evidence. So we go over a little bit of what you might be able to try to do. And I brought it up simply because I just had a person who didn't know he could do that. And I explained it to him, and now he's doing that. And now we are pursuing a claim for him because he will have the ability to develop this evidence as we move forward. It's very important. You'll find that most representatives, attorney or non-attorney reps, are not going to take your case if you are not currently getting treatment. It's just, as a generality, because you can't win a case if you don't generally, if you're not getting treatment. That's where the evidence comes from, the current evidence. You have to currently prove you're disabled. Okay. Right in my ear. December 29th. What day did we say we were on? That would be Friday. This was, there's a lot of giggers out there. There could be Uber, Lyft, there could be DoorDash, there could be, I'm sure, smaller companies. I'm just naming some of the big box ones. And what you may need to do, and how a lot of these people are properly documenting their part-time work, so that and they're making efforts to learn the rules to make sure that their work is not going to interfere with their benefits. And some of the thoughts that go behind that, and taking a listen if you want to be a gigger or you are a gigger. Don't poop on my desk. Also on the 29th, because it was Friday Fraud Law Review came out, and this one is about a Massachusetts mom who kept her benefits intended for her child after she no longer cared for her child and someone else is caring for the child. She kept those benefits coming to herself for her own spending for 4 years. And of course, she was charged with that. So, of course, my question is always, is she getting a proper sentence? What should the sentence be? Do you think it's suitable? Too little, too much? What's your opinion? Okay. And then Saturday the 30th. This was my favorite. I did this once before, a colleague of mine who analyzes and puts out amazing summaries on circuit court decisions. These are the decisions that come down from the federal district court and above. Largely the circuit court decisions that are in writing because they affect the law in that circuit as to how an issue may be treated in that circuit. There are many different circuits in the United States, so it might not be your circuit, but I have found that circuit court decisions can be useful even if they're not in your circuit. And this one was how you may or may not find evidence supporting your decision when it comes to allegations you may have made that pain affects your concentration and focus. Clearly, pain does affect those things, but this court decision goes into, what you may or may not do that would get that considered by a judge fair and square. You have to do certain things to get allegations considered by the judge. And this court decision goes into, and in this particular case, I believe the person didn't do what he should have been doing when claiming that pain was a big factor. So you might want to take a look, see if pain is one of your issues. I will emphasize this for our over 50-year-olds, 50 and over. Very, very, very important. Okay. So that might be something you want to look at one way or the other. And that, by the way, would be true of a person filing and seeking Social Security, disability, or SSI, as well as those already on it, but with an eye towards their future CDR. In fact, all these things can, when it comes to evidence, will also implicate evidence on a CDR. Okay, so there you have it. The week of the 24th through the 30th, and what we went through, what cropped up, and how we addressed it, and what we think about it. All right. So if you need, take a gander at those. Those are the dates that they're published. You could find them in the big list. All right, guys, have a wonderful new year. And Happy New Year. And I will see you on the other side. New Year 2024. Have a great day. Bye.